and we are live. What is up, guys? Praxeology Prodigy back with another Red Pill Lens movie review. How's it going today? Today we have The Matrix. The Matrix Revolutions. This is the third film of the Matrix Praxeology. I have the other one ready to go, but that will be done in due time. So yeah, let's jump right into it. So first point, we get to Neo, and he's in this train station, and he runs into this little pahjeet family. the dad pahjeet, the mother pahjeet, the daughter pahjeet. Well, he doesn't run into them. He wakes up, and he opens his eyes, and the first thing he sees is this little tiny pahjeet female. He's like, please don't throw. No, I don't want to say it. He's probably thinking, please don't throw a snowball of cow shit. What the fuck? Yeah, what the fuck? I'm kidding. But anyway, yeah, we see that Neo is in a bit of a predicament. So we're in this in-between the Matrix and the real world area called the train station. It's a program that people that are like in a coma, I guess, get stuck in. But anyway, we get this exposition from the main father pahjeet. And man, he talks about like love, that it is a word, that it's not just a human emotion, and it requires a connection. It's pretty blue pill, but it is a nice romantic idea. Okay, so cool little idea right there that they brought up to ponder on if you're a philosophical individual. But if you are RP aware, you would understand that there is two types of love, okay? There's not just love, guys. There's unconditional and what's the last one? Conditional. Yes, okay, so there's two types, right? And since this guy is a father / man, we can assume that his love is unconditional for his useless program child, because she doesn't really have anything of value to add other than just being a child. So yeah, and he said it himself, the kid is useless. I mean, bro, he said it himself, bro. I'm not calling the child useless because I want to be a dickhead, but the dude literally said it. Like, she has no function. She's just there, bro. What the fuck? Okay, but now, why would someone love something useless? Unless they have unconditional love, okay? Now, Neo, it seems like... Hold on, what? It seems like he has that same kind of love for Trinity as well, okay? Which is why he's hanging on to life in the train station. Yeah, I can't help but wonder, if he had an abundance mindset, would Neo be dead right now? Right? Seeing as he's alive because of his scarcity mentality, so I guess it kind of keeps him alive, his blue pill thoughts and belief set of oneitis. Who knows? Maybe he would actually... Maybe, I think he would probably not even be in this predicament. I think he'd just still be alive, just floating in the ether and floating in real life. Because at the end of the second film, he basically used his Matrix powers in the real world against the robots. But since the robots were connected to the Matrix, it kind of transferred and transcended into real life. You guys remember the whole ending of the second film. So who knows, man? I think he would have just walked it off. He was like, whatever. But he's blue pill, so he's weaker. Next point. Then we have a little fun scene where the trio, Trinity, Morpheus, and the Asian dude, the Asian Bruce Lee Taekwondo dude, breaks into the Frenchman's base again to save Neo. Okay, then Trinity goes crazy. She has a PMS breakdown. Is that what it's called? PMS? We'll just say she has menopause. She goes into this menopause maniac menopause maniac. She goes into a menopause maniac outburst, and she almost caps the Frenchman. Okay, she almost puts a fucking hollow point in his brain. But ultimately, they come to an understanding, and Neo is saved from the train station. And we see that genuine burning desire coming out of a deep converted Trinity over here towards Neo. As soon as they see each other, they run towards each other. They fly towards each other and fucking make out and have this high tension, high anxiety kissing scene. It was kind of mid. I'm not gonna lie. It was just another regular scene. It didn't feel crazy. I did feel the genuine burning desire from Trinity, though. That's for sure. Okay, next point. Then we're back at home base, where we see the deep converted operator hen. The wife hen is making mortar shells. You could tell she's deep converted because she's volunteering to die. I'm kidding. She's volunteering to be an infantry, to fight and try to see her alpha one last time. To me, that signals that there's not a lot of, if any, natural players, and that makes sense. It's like 1 in 1,000 you'll find a natural player in the human population, right? And 2, she's a rare specimen of deep converted hen. So she has a loyal gene in her body that is going to get wiped out because she's going to sign up for infantry. You know what's funny? I talked about the the loyal gene and the whore gene in a previous escapade. Some guy made a joke that there used to be a loyal gene, or that there is a loyal gene and a whore gene flowing through human DNA. I know this is completely like out of pocket. This is completely like bro science, fucking stupid as hell. But just hear me out. It was an escapade. But anyway, the theory is the bro theory is that throughout human history, the loyal gene most likely died out due to its inability to spread due to situations like this, right? While the whore gene thrived, okay? The war brides dynamic, for example. But yeah, that's just a fun RP joke meme to throw around, like RP folklore. But yeah, she's just a deep converted hen. Nothing too crazy. I mean, when you think about it, though, let's touch back on this. I'll make it really quick. But yeah, in this scene, the loyal gene hen is signing up for infantry. She's about to go face to face against these killing robot machines. She's out here making like mortar shells, whatever. So she's going in a certain death, right? And she has the loyal gene. And then her whore gene friend went into the room that she was making the mortar shells in, and she said to her, "Why are you going out there to die?" She's like, "Well, I want to try to see my alpha one more time." Sparkling lime. Yes, sir. LaCroix, whatever the fuck it's called. But yeah, the whore gene friend is like, "Well, you can go out and die. I'm going to go out here and spread out my whore gene." So it makes sense. You see how that folklore is like, the loyal gene hen is going to die with her, well, because she's deep converted, she's going to die with her alpha, her natural alpha, while the whore gene is just going to go off and spread her whore genes off into the wild, because she's staying alive. She's doing what she was supposed to be staying alive, not out there fucking dying and shit. Like, bro, you're a female. Come on, you're more likely a hindrance to the whole army, the team, than a actual support option, right? You're not benefiting that much. But anyway, that's going to a different topic. But next point, we cut back to the ships and the captains. Okay, they're out in the tunnels. They're having a little meeting in the conference room, like a regular old Tuesday afternoon in corporate America, sipping their coffee while they're yapping about bullshit military strategy. And then Neo walks in and he puts his nutsack on the table and says, "I'm taking one of the ships, and if you have a problem, you can take it to HR Oracle Hen." I'm kidding. But yeah, Niobe says, "You can take my ship. I don't care. You're the one. Blah, blah, blah." And like all women in combat, she puts everyone else's life in danger because of her feelings and chick crack. He's the one. The one's gonna need your help one day, Niobe. That's the oracle telling her. All right, but yeah, so as Neo's packing his bags, Trinity walks in, and like a good deep converted little hen, she says, "We're taking this black pill together." Right. So now they're going on this black pill mission together, and Neo knows you can't fight against a deep converted hen, right? Once a deep converted hen makes her mind up to die with her alpha, she doesn't want to be an alpha widow. I think that's probably one of the biggest fears of a deep converted female, is to become an alpha widow. So that's why they choose to do dumb shit like the Bonnie and Clyde. They go out together, ride or die, right? Because they're deep innate fears like, holy shit, I'll never find another player 2 in my life. This is the only one I've in my... Think about it. How old is this bitch? Like 30? Mid-30s, whatever? She's like, in my 35 years of living, I've not found one player 2. What makes me think I'm gonna find another player 2? Like, I know everyone in that home base place. There's not one other player 2. So she's like, I'd rather just die than be saddled with a faithful beta, right? It's the whole thing about why they go to college, spend fucking 4.5 years and go into all this debt. Rolo says it all the time. You guys know. It's in one of his books. I already forgot what fucking book. There's so much sources that I have to cite every time I do one of these videos. Oh, in this book or that, but just read the fucking series, guys. It's only $5. Ween. I'm kidding. But yeah, $5. Yeah. So they are on their way to the core of the Earth to fight aliens and dinosaurs and robots and sharks with lasers on their head. Wee. All right, next point. So I just got to say one thing, okay? How can Neo be this blue pill? Okay, he loses his eyes in the fight against the in real life person Agent Smith, and he wins that fight nice and easy. But right after he makes one big success, he folds immediately, okay, to the hen, and he says, Trinity, I need you to drive. Bro, have you not watched any Tate videos? You cannot let this hen, under any circumstance, drive the ship. Okay, this puts her in frame control and in control of your life, because your life is literally in her hands, and she starts losing respect for you. And you're probably saying right now, but Praxie, Neo is blind. Oh, cry, whatever. But a real red pill alpha would never let a hen drive, even when he's blind. Wee. Yeah, I'm kidding. I'm fucking with you guys. I'm kidding. No, but yeah, I forgot where I heard it. Yeah, don't let a bitch drive for you, bro. Imagine you're... Oh, I heard it from Zerka. This is the funniest shit ever. Yeah, you guys get the point, bro. You let the bitch drive. She's like, what the fuck? I'm driving this man around? Yo, what the fuck? Yeah. Next point. And then... I'm popping a vein right there. But yeah, the operator Alpha Widow Hen saves the day by helping the Neo wannabe kid and opens the gate so the cruise ship, no neighbors, can enter the home base and EMP the remaining alien robots to buy themselves some more time. Okay, so once everyone gets off the ship, we see a little game scenario, and the operator, like a badass, the badass he is, the natural alpha he is playing the game. Dude, in every scene, this guy's playing the game, bro. This guy gets it, bro. He just gets it. Game, bro. Come on, bro. So he plays the game. He's like a true player too, with his deep converted hen saying some corny shit like, oh, I made a promise to you, blah, blah, blah. Yo. And then she starts bocking right up. Buck. The hen gets happy. Then she sees he's wearing the necklace that she gave him, and she says, I see you are wearing it. And then he says, the player number 2, he says, I will never take it off. And at that moment, that is when the dam breaks. Her pussy juice flows. It flows so hard that it floods home base, wiping out the remaining humans and alien robots, and the movie ends. Okay, that's it, guys. Thank you guys for joining my review. No, I'm kidding. All right. But yeah, she got wet off that chick crack. So shout out the natural alpha player number 2, operator Link. Shout out that guy. All right, next point. So then we get back to Trinity and Neo, and they managed to barely get out of a very tough situation. They had massive cannon fire by the robot aliens shot at them, and Neo, like a badass, blows them up. It blows up the robots that were shot at him, like cannon fire. But yeah, with just his thoughts, he blew them up. But they get overwhelmed, and they have to go up higher into the atmosphere. And for a second there, Trinity sees the sun, bro. Guys, listen to this, okay? Just think about this for a second. Close your eyes, right? Isn't it quite depressing that if you think about it, what just happened there? It's just like a terrible scenario, but just sad. It's very sad, but it's also very beautiful, right? All jokes aside, no bullshit. Just think about this for a second. Imagine living in your cave, or in a cave, for your whole entire life, and then while on a mission with the love of your life that you will do anything for, you'll die for them, you see something so beautiful that you only heard about in stories and mythical tales as you were growing up, and you share an experience with someone you care about so deeply. That's honestly a beautiful thought. It kind of reminds me of Attack on Titan, when they finally saw the ocean. You know, that scene with Armin, and I think all 3 of them were there. Armin, Eren, and Mikasa. So yeah, no, that's honestly pretty cool. I know I joke around a lot, but remember, I am the romantic and empathetic gender, so I win, okay? We. Alright, but back to the jokey part. So, but anyways, yeah, Trinity gets fatally injured, and her and Neo say their goodbyes to each other. Nothing special, just a kiss, and deep oneitis soulmate myth from both of them, right? And I had something I want to bring up while we're on this topic of oneitis, and I always bring it up, but I just wanted to jot this down because I was listening to The Ape That Understood the Universe, one of the books that Rollo recommends, and I believe it's Steven Pinker, but Pinker mentioned something about oneitis. He didn't say oneitis exactly. I'm paraphrasing here, but to kind of summarize what I extrapolated from this portion, and it was audiobook. So I probably need to pick up this book in hard copy so I can like really soak in all the information. But when you think about it, oneitis makes sense since we were hunter-gatherers. Our villages were small, and we didn't really have the options to afford an abundance mindset as average males, right? Plus the paternal investment for our offspring involving protection, provisioning, for the big head babies theory, like Rollo always says, it's a feature. It's not a bug, right? Whenever we have things like this, I think oneitis soulmate myth is a feature because of this, because we were in the villages and shit, and we didn't have the capability to be polygamous, okay, or the resources and all that shit. Right, we were only 5'8" tall. We weren't 10 feet tall. Okay, we couldn't take down all the lions and tigers and bears and shit. Okay, so then I had an epiphany. So if men's downfall mindset is scarcity oneitis mentality, okay, females can sense that, right? They can sense the oneitis scarcity. But their biology can be tricked by an average man in modern times with the abundance mindset with mate choice copying, because that was reserved only for the alphas back in those village times. So are you guys following me? Like, you see how females can pick up on oneitis scarcity mentality, because back in the village times when we were like in hunter-gatherer villages, we were plagued by scarcity oneitis mentality, but it would be, again, because it's like a feature, it's not a bug, right? Only with the RP where we're able to fight it and kind of understand the truth and understand how it kind of hinders our performance to go on and mate. But yeah, like I was saying, females can sense the feature in you, the scarcity mentality. So in theory, you're technically, whenever you have an abundance mindset, you're tricking the feminine intuition. Like, oh, this guy, why doesn't he have scarcity oneitis mentality for me? Why isn't he simping over me, blue pilling for me? So they're like village brains, they're hunter-gatherer brains. They're like, what the fuck, this guy must be an alpha because he must have like an abundance of resources. He probably has his harem of bitches and shit. So mate choice copying automatically kicks in. So boom. So whenever a chick sees one abundance mindset individuals roaming the earth, they're probably thinking like, yo, what the fuck? Their hunter-gatherer brains, like, feature, not a bug part of their brain, is like, yo, this guy is the one. Pick that shit. Pinker didn't say exactly that in the book, but I can only theorize and make an assumption, right? Make that assumption about the opposite gender, knowing what the RP knows about human nature. I just wanted to throw that out there. I know it's a little tangent, something whatever, but cool little pondering thing. We could always ask questions in the RP. It's cool. That's why Rolo says it's open source. So yeah, I'm just throwing out some ideas and shit like I always do every now and then for you guys. So just cool little pondering thing I had there for a second. All right, final point. So then we get to this big boss fight between Neo and Smith, and bro, this boss fight was lit for 2003. Like, imagine what these directors would have been able to make if they had today's Marvel Studio budget and production team behind them. Like, in nowadays, they fell off. I mean, I already saw the fourth film, so the reviews coming on that, but they fell off. Yeah, if they had the mentality that they had back then today, because there's this whole downfall that they had when they became Transformers and this and that, and now they're blue haired and this whatever the fuck. But yeah, I would have loved to see them direct Superman back in the day. But yeah, Neo loses, but he wins at the same time because he sacrificed himself, which is pretty cool. He brought peace between the alien robots and humans. I like how, again, this movie does a cool little juxtaposition for, the Bible and Christ and all that stuff. It's really cool, very, very thoughtful, very, very beautiful. All right, so movie score. I'll give it a 5 out of 10 red pill score because this movie didn't have much intersexual dynamics, right? It was much more action, artsy film more than anything, but it had its moments of RP truths, and I think it had a nice balance between the two pills throughout the film, right? Obviously, it didn't have much because we're 24 minutes in, 24-minute review. It's whatever, so it's a short RP film. Blue pill score, obviously, I'll give it a 5 out of 10, just like the first movie, straight down the middle. But if I could just give the 1% more to either side, I would be inclined to give it more towards the blue pill side, right? But it's fine. It didn't shove it in our faces that much, like some other movies. Mission Impossible. But yeah, it was also plagued with the soulmate oneitis myth throughout the movie. But what do you expect? Modern films have this problem all the time. So it's just another whatever film. But yeah, this is an official Praxeology polarity film. Bravo. Yeah, it's straight down the middle. This is I don't know how much Praxeology polarity films there are. I know I said Matrix. What else? Matrix 1, this one, Nocturnal Animals, Blue Valentine. Is Blue Valentine Praxeology polarity? I don't think it's straight down the middle, 5 to 5, because the RP is really accidental in that film, and I don't know, man. I might just might just go back and call it a Praxeology polarity film. I might make a list and like tweet it and like just edit it, or just I'll have a list somewhere where I just like, all right, these are Praxeology polarity films where they're just straight down the middle, 50-50 red pill, 50-50 blue pill. But I think I gave it like an 8 out of 10 blue pill score. Blue pill Valentine. Blue pill Valentine, because it's a fucking blue pill film. All right, but yeah, this is the outro. Guys, follow me on Twitter. I have a community page on there for more red pill fiction. Follow my red pill fiction subreddit. And yeah, timestamps will be up later. I don't want to drag this on for too long, but there's, oh yeah, so I have some very fun and exciting things coming up for you guys. Some very cool, I'm just gonna say it, fuck it. I got like some clips and shit I'm gonna be throwing out for you guys, and I'll be trying to do a lot more content, like short form content, that are kind of part of these lives. And then I'm gonna try to figure out a way where I can put some kind of video instead of just having a picture while I'm doing these lives. So it's cool stuff coming up. All these things are planned out. I've been doing a lot of planning. So next movie I'm gonna be reviewing on Tuesday is, should I say it? I'll give you guys a hint. 'Cause girl, you earned it. You're always worth it. All right, you guys get the point. 50 Shades of Grey on Tuesday. I'll be dropping that review, or I'll be doing the live. So be expecting that. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this live. That's it. Weed.